Think big, achieve more. The mindset behind extraordinary goals. I'm Adrienne Grace. I'm a manifestation coach and an intuitive, and I'm super excited about today's topic, which is big, beautiful, extraordinary goals. Now, if you're anything like me, the word goals maybe doesn't sound all that exciting, but I love the French word for goals, which is raison d'être, which literally means the reason for being. So I'm not just talking about little everyday goals, I'm talking about your big, beautiful vision for your life, your reason for being. Why do we set big, extraordinary goals? I believe it's for two reasons. The first reason is for our focused attention. What we know is that what we place our attention on is what we're giving our precious life force energy to. And what we're giving our energy to expands in our experience. So when we don't have a goal, then we're unintentionally filling our attention with all outside forces. And we're typically more focused on the things that we don't want versus on what we do want. And then unfortunately, more of that comes into our experience, more of what we don't want. But when we have that vision, we can hold that vision. We can use focus and discipline so that it's being drawn to that, and more things that resonate with us in that energy of joy and excitement get drawn into our lives. The second reason, and I think this is the more important reason, is actually to grow. Yes, maybe you get some things on the way to your goal, like a big, beautiful house or more money or a relationship or whatever it is. But the bigger reason for your goal is to grow into who you're meant to become. Everything in this universe is for expansion, right? The cosmos are expanding, nature's expanding, and we're expanding. But we as human beings have an interesting situation where we have resistance potentially to this growth, and we can slow down our growth. And so if you're feeling stuck or stagnant or depressed or anxious, it could be because you are resisting this natural growth that is what you're meant to do here. So setting one of these big, beautiful, extraordinary goals can help you grow into who you're meant to become. Yes, you get things as a byproduct, but really it's about who you become in the process. We have an infinite well of potential inside of us, and we can tap into that infinite well of potential by going after something that we've never done before. Now, you might be thinking, what kind of goals? Because not all goals are going to cause you to grow. There's a specific type, and I want to talk to you about the 3 types of goals. I call them the practical goals, the stretch goals, and the OMG goals. Practical goals are what you already know how to do. So an example of this would be you gained 10 pounds, you want to lose 10 pounds. You bought a new car 5 years ago, you want to buy another new car. You've already done it. You've already been there. There's no growth attached to it. You know how to do it. This isn't really a goal. It's more like a task. If you want to do it, that's wonderful, and you should do it, but it's not truly a goal. Now, the second type, which a lot of people are really tempted to set, are these stretch goals. And I know before I learned this information, those were the types of goals that I always set. Stretch goals are things that we think we can do. So we think, okay, if everything falls in place, if I get that raise, if I land that client, if this works out, then I could buy that house or whatever it is. So you think that you can do it. And the problem with these goals is that there's really no inspiration behind them, right? They're just things that we already think that we can do, and we probably already know how to get there. But the OMG goals, these are the ones that you want to set. These are your heart's desires. These are these big, beautiful visions, fantasies that you have for your life. Now, the biggest problem I see with my clients is that we don't allow ourselves to go here, right? We've pushed these down, we've buried them because we don't believe they're possible for us. So we don't even allow ourselves to dream that big. But I'm here to tell you that those dreams are in your heart for a reason. They belong to you. Your soul put them there, and they are for you to achieve in this lifetime. If you can see it, then it can be yours. It's meant to be yours, in fact. it should be both equally exciting and scary at the same time. And remember, you have to be somebody completely different in order to achieve that goal. You cannot achieve this goal being the same person you are today. The point is to grow, to tap into that infinite potential. Now, there's something really important to remember when setting these types of goals, and that is, don't worry about the how. The how is not up to you. The how and the when are not up to you. It's up to the universe, okay? And if you knew how, you would already have it. You have to let go of control and realize that the how is going to be shown to you. It's like Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. You have to play in this game. We are having an experience through time and space, right? Your soul came here to siphon off part of your consciousness, to have this individualized experience, to go through time and space in your process of becoming. So you must surrender the how and not worry about it. I see people worrying about the how as one of the biggest dream killers. So don't let that stop you. You're not supposed to know how you're going to get there. Allow yourself to want what you want. Give yourself permission to dream as big as possible. You are worthy of it, and it can be yours. You can have, do, or be anything. I promise you that. Just like when you go to a restaurant and you place an order with the waiter, you sit down, you look at the menu, you decide, and you place the order with the waiter. And then you just sit there patiently waiting for your food. You don't run back into the kitchen over and over asking, where is it? Where is it? And just like that, you also don't go back to the waiter saying, oh, maybe I shouldn't have the steak, and I'm on a diet, so maybe just a salad, or I don't even think I'm worthy of that, maybe just an appetizer. No. You order what you want and you sit in that trust and that knowing that that food is going to be delivered to you. And that is what you do to the universe. Your only job is to stay excited. Stay in that excited state. Be excited about life. Be in the joy. Be in the now. Be in the present. Be in that process. Fall in love with the process of becoming. You are becoming all that you are meant to be. And when you face obstacles, when you face things that happen to you every day that maybe you don't prefer, and things that are pushing up against you, remember that a diamond only becomes a diamond under pressure. And that is what's happening to you. The universe is sending you things, is helping you become all you're meant to be, helping you become that diamond. So just trust that everything that's happening in your life is happening for you and for your highest good, to be the person you are meant to be. When you worry about the process, when you worry about the how, when you worry about the when, that only slows down the entire thing. It creates resistance and it just slows down the process. So you want to be in this beautiful partnership with the universe, in this total trust, even beyond trust, into absolute knowing that your desires are on their way. You placed the order and now you just stay excited, stay in the moment, and stay in joy. Something important to keep in mind, the mind plays this trick, the I'll be happy when trick, right? I'll be happy when I have the money, when my business is at this level, when I have the partner, when I have the house, when I have whatever. I'm here to tell you that happiness is now or never. It does not lie in some fictitious future. You have to find happiness in the moment now. But when you have this big, beautiful vision for your life, you are excited, you are inspired, you jump out of bed in the morning when it's truly your heart's desires, it pulls you, this vision pulls you along. And you want to get into the excitement of that, knowing that it is possible for you. Let's talk about imagination. Most people go their entire lives not understanding the importance of imagination. They think imagination is just fantasy. Imagination is so much more than that. It is a realm of consciousness. It is a dimension. And so what you hold in your imagination is what creates your reality. And if you don't have that conscious picture of what you want, then your imagination is being filled by all outside factors, by what you'll see on social media, by the news, by what other people tell you. You want to be the conscious creator. You want to form that picture in your mind. And the biggest thing to know is that Your desires are not separate from you. If you can see them in here, then you can have them in physical reality. Every single thing on this planet was first created as an idea in somebody's imagination first. The phone or the device that you're watching this on, this little microphone, everything was an idea first before it came into physical reality. So know that if you can see it, it can be yours and you are not separate from it. If you feel like you're separate from it, that often keeps us in wanting energy. And wanting is very different energy than having. And if you are in wanting energy, the universe is going to keep you in wanting energy because it's just matching your frequency. You want to be in having frequency. So when you have that picture in your mind of what you want, you then have to think, act, and be that person. Be the person who's already living that life. Be the person who has those things already. Be that as much as possible, because that is how you're going to bring it into physical reality. The quantum model of reality is not waiting for your wealth to feel wealthy. It's not waiting for health to feel healthy. It's finding these frequencies in the present moment, in the here and now, and then your outside world has to transform. Everything already exists. Creation is finished. Everything exists on one level or another. So if it exists in your mind, then you can get there, but you have to match the frequency of it. That's what it's all about. You have to take your consciousness and be conscious of that frequency. Again, this is the quantum model of reality. And then your reality has to shift. When you try to go from the outside, when you try to work harder, when you try to effort and push and force and control, that is the old way. That's the third dimensional way. And maybe you can have success in that way, but you're never going to find happiness and fulfillment because you're in that hamster wheel of the I'll be happy when. And when you manifest things in that energy, even in the manifestation of that thing, you're still going to feel that lack, that limitation, and then you're going to want something else. The universe is always responding to you with yes. Yes, your wish is my command. That is what the universe is saying back to you all the time. And so what happens with a lot of people is maybe you spend 10 minutes in the morning in a visualization, you start to feel good and you get excited. But then for the other 95% of your day, you're thinking thoughts like, oh, can I afford this? Or I never have any money, or when's this gonna happen? Or when is my partner arriving? Or that house is impossible to get, or whatever it is. And do you see that with every thought you're thinking, the universe is saying, yes, your wish is my command. Yes, your wish is my command. And so it's giving you more of that instead of just that 10 minutes. So one of the best things that you can do is set a timer on your phone for every hour if you want, and check in with yourself. Where am I? What's the frequency I'm at? What are the thoughts I'm thinking right now? Where do I want to be? Right? And then tune into that frequency. What would it feel like to feel really wealthy right now? What would it feel like to feel confident, to feel loved, whatever it is that you're looking for? And be on that frequency for just 51% of the day and watch your reality start to shift. We are taught that we have to see it to believe it. But again, this is not how it works. You have to believe it to then see it. So train yourself. If you have any resistance in watching this video and trying to come up with this big, beautiful goal for yourself, maybe you have these thoughts like, that's not possible for me, or I can't because, or whatever it is, that is a great thing. Celebrate that. It's a belief that's coming to the light to be transmuted. Reality cannot contradict you. It's always looking to confirm your beliefs. It's called confirmation bias. So if you believe that something's not possible, then it's not going to be possible for you. But when you bring these beliefs to the light, you can then consciously ask yourself, well, what do I want to believe instead? I want to believe life is limitless. I am limitless. Anything is possible. Everything is happening for me. I know that these desires are my destiny. I know that I can get there. I know that I'm there already. I see it in here. It's only a matter of time until it manifests, right? And then you can get yourself into that state. You can change your beliefs, and that's the really cool thing. Change your beliefs and you will change your reality. Remember, if your goal scares you, which it should, the only person that it's scaring is you, this limited personality, the you are today. That's who's scared of it. Your soul is excited. Your soul knows that anything's possible, right? And so just notice if there is some fear, that's okay. Again, the goal should equally excite and scare you. And watch if your mind tries to talk you out of it. I don't really need that much money. Oh, that's too much money. Or I can't be bothered with that. I don't really want to do that. Notice that is the resistance that's coming up, and that's okay. There's going to be resistance. Where there's resistance, there is power. So know that behind the resistance, there's a lot of power in that. I hope that this video was informative for you. Please don't forget to like and hit subscribe for more, and tell me in the comments, what is your big extraordinary vision? Let's create this together. The more you put it out into the universe, the more it becomes solidified and the universe knows you're serious. Thanks for watching.